Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
Why? Apparently they give a lot fewer D pluses than D minuses. It's not a grade they like to give out, I'll tell you that right now.
Mr. Callahan, I need your John Hancock on these reports.
John Hancock. It's Herbie Hancock. Duh.
And I live in a van down by the river.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
Why? Apparently they give a lot fewer D pluses than D minuses. It's not a grade they like to give out, I'll tell you that right now.
Mr. Callahan, I need your John Hancock on these reports.
John Hancock. It's Herbie Hancock. Duh.
And I live in a van down by the river.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
Why? Apparently they give a lot fewer D pluses than D minuses. It's not a grade they like to give out, I'll tell you that right now.
Mr. Callahan, I need your John Hancock on these reports.
John Hancock. It's Herbie Hancock. Duh.
And I live in a van down by the river.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
Why? Apparently they give a lot fewer D pluses than D minuses. It's not a grade they like to give out, I'll tell you that right now.
Mr. Callahan, I need your John Hancock on these reports.
John Hancock. It's Herbie Hancock. Duh.
And I live in a van down by the river.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
Why? Apparently they give a lot fewer D pluses than D minuses. It's not a grade they like to give out, I'll tell you that right now.
Mr. Callahan, I need your John Hancock on these reports.
John Hancock. It's Herbie Hancock. Duh.
And I live in a van down by
Hello. Hello. Is it on? Yeah, it's not going on the monitor, so I don't know if they can hear us out there. And
did Journey kick it? You're just walking through there.
You were on for a second, and it popped. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking.
On.
Cooking with peanut oil. Hello again. Welcome to Faith, Family, and Politics. I'm your host, Joshua Cummins. We have an overhead light on. We should have turned that off. Forgot about that.
It sizzles.
Yeah, we're trying. We're trying
Okay.
something new. Sterling's going to take care of it. You know, he's on this side of the camera this week, so you're going to see our technical difficulties. A few of you that are watching. Thanks for joining us. We're once again, this is the first time that we're doing this particular show live. It was just we decided to have fun with you guit out there in internet land. Did your lights turn off, Cam?
This is black, not green.
Accept it.
Oh, because of the green screen. Yeah.
I have blue, yellow, red, and black.
So, we might want to flash my name up there if you can. There we go. Yeah, Joshua Cummins is my name. Once again, thank you for joining us, guys. We're just here to hang out with you guys, answer your questions via YouTube. If you've got questions for us, you can take my name down. That's cool. And we're also here to, if you want to just hang out with us, chat. We're going to have a conversation, of course, while we're waiting for some cues, some questions, and then hopefully we have some good answers for you. You can ask about behind the scenes stuff, whatever you like. Just we're here to have fun with you guys and celebrate the holiday, Christmas. The reason for the season, as you can see, the Star of Bethlehem over my
Bethlehem.
Yeah, we've been calling it Bethlehem instead of Bethlehem. I don't know if it's I don't know how you properly pronounce it. Do you?
Where's your dad at?
Yeah, we'll have to have my dad comment with the phonics.
The golden voice will come on.
Yeah.
To us.
But next to me, of course, we have Sterling Metcalf Allen.
That's me.
His name's not even fully on the screen. It's such a large name.
It's moving.
Wow. And it's green. Look at that. Green name.
On my head.
His name has crushed him.
It's a heavy name. What can I say?
And then next to Sterling, we have youngish Cameron
Oh,
Reed.
he's about to take a.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, his name
Again,
just
also the other way.
yeah smacked him in the face.
It's beautiful. It's a wonderful thing.
So magical.
Look at that name. It matches his microphone.
So let me see. What happened with you guys this week? I mean, how did your weeks go? Let's go ahead and start there so we can have something to chat about and bring as the folks trickle in here.
How was my week?
Yeah,
Busy.
busy.
It was very busy. Today, we went to the Creation Museum.
Creation Museum.
Woo!
Oh, we'll talk about that at length.
Talk about it at length.
Yes,
This
please.
was my daughter's field trip. And we're like, why not? We've never
School
been.
field
Let's
trip.
go. So we drove up there in Kentucky. Yeah, Kentucky. And it was a drive. It was a pretty straightforward drive. That's right off the interstate. So super simple to get to. But there's like a 5-minute walk from the front gate to the actual museum.
5-mile walk.
It's a 67-minute jog. If you run backwards, you'll get there. That's pretty cool. We got in there. It was a little more expensive than I thought it was going to be. So keep that in mind if you're going. And then you'll have to pay off, obviously, for the different actual exhibits and stuff, too. But we did just the Creation Museum. And it was pretty interesting going in. Obviously, a lot of kids, so a lot of management there. But, it starts out with, like, Jesus and Mary and Joseph right there as you walk in, so that was pretty cool. Like a almost plastered like sculpture that somebody made. I was pretty impressed by that. But then the dinosaurs and creation story starts, and you move around the building. It talks about a whole bunch of different stuff. Really, really cool information. It talks about genealogies. It talks about how old they think the world is based off of biblical ages and stuff like that. It talks about dinosaurs, and it talks about so many things like creationism versus naturalism and like the competing sides there and what they think and believe, science versus It was a lot of information, so it's definitely a day trip just for the Creation Museum. We didn't get to do the Ark. I guess we're gonna do that next year, so I'm looking forward to the
Oh yeah, that'd be
Ark
really cool.
part. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe we can get a group together or something and that works. But yeah, it was a lot of information. I mean, it even talks about like babies and viewpoints on abortion and when is. I mean, there's a ton of information there. So take it in as you can. There's even like a bug exhibit. There's a petting zoo. There's 4D theater you can go into. There's a schedule at certain times. There's talking people that come in that talk, and I mean it's a lot. It's a lot. So definitely, if you're going to go, make sure you plan it out ahead of time, in detail, what you want to do, because your day will be full. What's up?
They've definitely updated it since I was last there when I was 12.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. I mean,
40 what?
What?
You say 40 3D.
40.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 4D theater. So basically, it'll spray air and water and stuff at you, around you, behind you. Yeah, that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Try to put you in the realm of where it's taking you.
Mm-hmm. If you like dinosaurs, there's some animatronic dinosaurs things that was kind of funny to see people get scared because I walk past it and it's raptor like, and like, oh my gosh, and the kids run, flee, jump into the other exhibits. It was amazing.
Sterling, the dinosaur imitator.
That was me. I was a dinosaur imitator, walking around. This was wonderful. What else
My
was
goodness.
there? They have a food court there. It smells so good there. You walk in the front door, you're like, well, I'm hungry. And they're like, why am I hungry? And you walk through the...
While you talk, I'm going to step over there so we can share this out to more folks.
sharing it. Yeah,
Sharing is caring.
I have no powers today. I'm just dinosaur. Yeah, so we're walking through the first gift shop. It's basically right there when you come in on the left-hand side. It doesn't really technically matter, I guess. It's actually on because the cafeteria's on the right, gift shop's on the left. They have cookies. Like they're making cookies and carameled apples and fudge right there.
Why are you looking to me for answers? I wasn't there
I'm
with you.
searching in your eyes for the love of these things. And it was such a great smell. And then you walk like halfway through the thing. You're like, oh, well, there's no more food. And you're like, what does that smell, though? There's another one. You can't escape it. You are surrounded by sugary delightfulness and popcorn smells. If you like those smells, go there. Spend all day there. Pay the money for it.
You just pay to enter and sniff.
Oh.
And I'm leaving.
They had some Neanderthal, what they would call like Neanderthal, like young human beings and stuff like that. So what they do is, which I thought was really cool, is they don't just say this is what it is. They actually compare what other people's beliefs
Beliefs
are,
and mindsets.
and like, well, here's what they say, and then here's what we say, and let's prove either or kind of. And this is what they say. Well, does that make sense? I mean, they explain it, and then like, well, this is what this is. And does this make sense? So you can basically make up your own mind about all that. Oh man, there's so many different time periods, different eras. It talks about specific big people that were in the Bible. You've got like Joseph and David that they talk about specifically. There's a whole like monument thing for that. They do the whole Adam and Eve, obviously Creation Museum. So they do the Adam and Eve scenario, like when they start the snake. Okay, first off, I was like, okay, well, it's Adam and Eve. Okay, it's pretty cool, and I didn't even see the snake.
Yeah.
And Serenity pointed out, and Sarah's like, oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. It looks like a dragon. I was like, what, where? So I'm looking for this thing. You have to kind of look under and up, but they have this huge red snake thing, and it does look like a dragon. It's got all spikes on its head and everything's like prehistoric snake. Yeah, that sparked some interesting conversations because a lot of people were talking about, because it had to because of its cursor, it had to eat the dust of the earth. So it was on its belly. And like, well, what was it before? Did it have 4 legs? I was like, I don't know. Maybe it had wings.
Its back legs.
Yeah, maybe it just had wings and flew.
That's always been my thought. It was just an amphitheater.
Yeah.
The snake with wings. Because originally, if he was an angel, he had that body he wouldn't technically need, arms and legs. So if he came down in a physical form as a snake, the only thing I would think he would have kept would have been as a personal mental mindset. That's what I see is he kept the wings about him, but he became a snake. But then
I think he embodied it. I don't think he actually, because they're spiritual beings, they're not.
Yeah,
which that's a whole other question. But yeah, it was really cool all around. It took a bit. We didn't, like I said, we had to watch a lot of the kids and stuff, so it was hard to actually focus on stuff. So if you can go with your kids, obviously great story there. But if you can go without them, that'll give you more time to actually focus in on, your stuff. If it's a group, maybe it'd be easier with just one.
Do you know this name?
What is this? That is Kyle. What up?
Oh.
What up, Kyle?
Kyle's
What's going on, big man?
said, "Hi, boys, bros, and comrades."
Thanks for stopping by, Kyle. Appreciate it. Continue to comment forever. Bring more people in.
Yeah, and make sure to ask your questions. You're allowed to ask questions.
Got a question about the Creation Museum, Kyle? I can tell you. Go ahead. I'm waiting.
He's got about 15-second delay
Whenever
between
you're
us and him. So
I'm counting down from 15, and I expect a comment to pop up.
while you're waiting, obviously you see that Journey has also been dressed up festive.
Big, beautiful girl.
You can also open up another tab and go to revolverbroadcasting.com and click on shop and check out our new threads. We got plenty of new threads for you guys.
Threads.
Fantastic new threads. If you have the ability over there, Goof, we're gonna show some of. All right, yeah, go ahead and show up that first shirt there. That is the
Boom.
MAGA Frias Rex that is available in the revolverbroadcasting.com shop. Ooh. So you just click on shop when you go there, and you get the MAGA Frias Rex. Get a bunch of them. You get them for Christmas time. If you order now, you get them before Christmas time. The Revolver Reacts. It comes in different colors and styles as well. So if you want a crop hoodie, or if you want a full hoodie like I've got on, Revolver Broadcasting hoodie, those are still there. They're still over there, and they're going pretty well there. So get a few of those for the family. What we got next? We got the Mr. T shirt.
Mr. T.
Mr. T is Donald Trump, as Mr. T. He is Mr. T in the modern age. And then we've also got, last but not least, the Alan's Not Here T-shirt.
True
where it's
story.
missing. If found, please return to Revolver Broadcasting.
Alan, are you out there? Alan?
Please come back.
Phoning Alan?
Alan?
Please come to the front of the building.
Maybe
Alan.
he'll jump on this live and talk to us. But Kyle says, I've never been, and I believe we are planning to go in the spring. Talking about the Creation Museum, I assume.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of it, and why?
My favorite part. So if you just jumped on, maybe you missed. I was just talking to Cameron about it. There's the Adam and Eve scenario there, and it shows out. I was looking for the snake, but I couldn't see it. So I actually had to get down because it's made for younger people or whatever. But I had to get down and look up into the tree, but the snake looks like a dragon. It's got this spiky red head looking thing. It's real long. It's really cool. That definitely stood out to me. But I was saying earlier too, it was really hard to get into a lot of the stuff due to the fact that I had to keep corralling children and making sure people didn't disappear. But I love the fact that they do both sides. So they present the creation side of the biblical viewpoints, but they also do, I think, naturalist or evolutionary. Yeah, they do the both of those. So they give you the information, and then you can decide. I mean, they use proofs. It's pretty cool. I liked it all around. It's a great place. Just little pricey for me, but maybe it'd be easier for everybody else. But it was great. It was great all around. Very informational. That was probably me. Hi, I'm getting all the loves from the pups.
I'm just curious.
She wants to go.
Well, Journey's favorite person is also you, so she seems pretty happy. She's smiling, so.
I'm even curious to hear that he hasn't gone, because I went because of my school 12, 13 years ago. And
I didn't know it was that. I didn't know it was that old. I thought it was just a few years
either.
old. Yeah.
Maybe you went somewhere else.
As far as I know, I went and saw some of the things, everything he described about the dinosaurs and them doing the
Louisville, right?
There's a children's museum that a lot of people go to.
Okay.
It's probably the children's museum.
The Children's Museum wouldn't have the creation
all
stuff.
the dinosaur stuff. It was at the
but it also
museum
had
too.
Noah's Ark and all the.
Yeah. They do that. They have those too.
I didn't know that.
Noah's
I've
Ark
never
is
seen.
so Noah's Ark is a totally different. For you who don't know, Noah's Ark is a totally different building. There's a 45-minute drive to that building. So if you want both of them, you have to pay for the Creation Museum one, but the Noah's Ark one you have to drive there. It's a totally separate building.
But they're both. That's Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're both over there.
So that was quite a haul for you today, and
It was.
to get there and back.
Yeah, the Noah's Ark one is way bigger than the Creation Museum, so it takes a lot more time. A lot of people say 2 day. It's going to take you 2 days probably to get through there, to thoroughly get through it, but it's really cool. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that goes into a museum and I'm like, I read all the little plaques. And
you wouldn't get past the door if you did.
Yeah, I did that with my mom a couple years back. We went to in Indy. We've got the Idle Jorg Museum.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot of like Native American history and early Indiana history as well. And it's a really cool museum if you've never been. But Kyle says Kentucky represent. Woo woo. But yeah, we went through there, and my mom was like frustrated after a while because she just wanted to go because there was the dogs exhibit there. They had because they did all the different types of dogs over the ages. That was the special like ticket seller drawing thing that people wanted to go see the dogs exhibit.
So the decoy.
The decoy for sure. But I of course I had to stop and read all the different little plaques and learn all about all the different little pieces of history and
of course.
But it was a fun day, ended with French dip sandwiches. We were having a good time.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry. French dip sandwich.
All the smells from the Creation Museum.
Oh, well, there's that too, Kyle. If you like food and sugar and like delicious smelling food, unfortunately the dessert stuff we got some cookies and things weren't great because they probably were sitting out for who knows how long, but they have a 3 for $12 pack. You can get 3 for $12. The cookies are about yay. I don't know if you can see this, about yay big. The fudge things are like, if you're into fudge, go there and you'll never leave. You won't. But the smells there are great, Kyle. You'd love it. You'd probably just fall asleep in one of the exhibits twice. What'd you do this week, Cam? Anything spectacular?
Not nearly as spectacular as that. It worked.
It worked, yeah.
Did you get any like Christmas shopping done, or just get into the Christmas spirit type thing?
No, not really.
This is about the Christmassy as you've gotten this week.
As Christmassy as it gets for me.
So you dressed up as Mr. Liberty.
Mr. Liberty for this.
Liberty, nice. Liberty, liberty. Liberty.
We are not in any sort of way affiliated with.
Nope. They're not our sponsor.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
He's trying to just
attempting thoughts, but they're not working.
Oh, so nothing else from from this week.
Not really.
He likes sugar. He's been getting into sugar a lot more lately.
I'm getting all my medical stuff updated. So
there you go.
That's fun.
There you go.
I got my blood drawn and all that. So
that's not fun.
No, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
Well,
so,
if anybody that's watching has an inkling to throw some money in the tip jar, we do have super chats. We do appreciate if you do super chats. He has scones, tarts, sweet buttered crumpets.
Yes,
all the good things.
No, not that I saw. No scones, no tarts. I wish they had buttered crumpets. That'd been great.
But yeah, we'll talk a little bit about some inside baseball. Just to say that you can see in your chat box there. There's a little like money symbol next to the emoji symbol, and if you want to just throw some money at us, we really appreciate it. It'll help. We're just going to take that money and put it right back into you guys. So, and if you do a super chat, obviously we're going to especially want to read your chat and engage with it.
Special.
Yeah, because it's special. Yes, very special.
Very engaging.
So engaging.
But a little bit of inside baseball since you guys are here with us, because Sterling and I this week had a meeting.
Ooh,
yeah, a meeting. Yeah, and it went rather well. We met with this company. I won't say their names, so that but they were really, really cool. They actually are good people out there. We'll say that if you're looking to get into this type of business, get into this business. I mean, obviously, this field. If you're good at making money, or you've already got some money in your pocket, or you're good at acquiring sponsors, then the services that we were going to try to acquire would have really been great, because they had packages that were rather pricey for us, but could work out for you if you're upper middle class as opposed to poverty middle class where we're at. But with your help, we can get there. No, but it was nice to actually talk to a company that wasn't out there trying to take us.
Someone who actually
be
acted like a human being.
Yeah, not underhanded. It was truly like
Corporate speech.
it wasn't. Yeah,
If they
none
wanna-
of that
if they
corporate
want to
stuff.
reach out to, would they email you if they're looking for that guy, that group? 'Cause we're not saying their name on here, but if they're interested in knowing who these good people are,
Yeah.
they could.
But yeah, I mean, I like I said, unless they were to say specifically they'd want us to talk about
Gotcha.
their
No, that's
their
fine.
their company name, I don't want to say someone's company name, but I just tell you that I'll just tell you this: there are good people out there. You just have to be able to use your discernment, and because we've had so many meetings with people, and Sterling can be a testament to this. And this is it's a big part of this business is where people will try to take you. They will try to take what little money you have or put you in the negative overnight. They'll try to get your information. They'll try to take it. There's all kinds of things that. So I will say, if you get into this business, you can't trust everybody, but there are good people out there. We met a nice group this week, and good Christian folks, and they do exist out there. So I just want to send out a praise if they do happen to see this and watch this. That man, fantastic to know that they're they're not all shysters out there, and that we can find partnerships with folks out there that really do have the main goal in mind, which the main goal of this show, as you may well know, is reaching souls and getting them to further the kingdom of God and becoming Christians.
Amen.
Oh yeah, the gospel.
I guess since we're still waiting for a little bit of engagement, we can talk a little bit more stuff that we kind of do here. Camera wise, like you wouldn't believe. Not Cameron, but camera wise.
Yes. What do you need?
Well, whether you believe it or not, we're actually shooting everything here on as far as video goes on an iPhone, an older iPhone, by the way. It's an older. For some of you,
Get work, didn't it?
Kyle's already so tired he's heading to bed. Apparently,
Sorry.
he's old.
Really?
Close to 9.
Wake up!
It's 9:05. Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
That's way too soon.
Well, thanks for hanging around, Kyle. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Didn't even leave a super chat.
You're the greatest. You're the greatest.
But yeah, it was nice of him to hang out. So while he did, but yeah, the like I said, whether you believe it or not, it is an iPhone that we use as our camera here. It's what we've got, and what you seeing something here, Sterling?
No, I'm
Is it-
just thinking of conversations.
Expression on your face, yeah. I was just want to let other people out there know that they can do this kind of business. See Sterling's
Josh
different
making
wild facial expressions. I can't finish sentences when he's over there making faces.
It's working.
But yeah, you too can do stuff like this, and if you guys out there wanting to set up something with us, because we're a Christian company, like I said, that's where our heart's at. That's where we're going with this. Now, if you
collabs, is that what you're talking about?
yeah, collabs.
Done.
So it doesn't take a whole lot, a laptop, a pretty decent laptop, an internet connection, and an iPhone. You can do it.
Some form of audio recording device.
Some kind of audio. Yeah, I mean, headsets if you're just a one individual
Yeah.
person, but
Which
for
is
a
easier
crew.
for a lot of people who are doing the self promotion stuff.
Yeah, and then
My bad. Sorry, bad idea.
no, you're
dare
good. But if you're wanting to do 2 or more, then you will have to invest in a soundboard of some kind. They do have specific for podcasting soundboards that will work with your laptop or desktop, and everything is fairly easy to set up. And I'm not going to go through all the technicals of how to do that, because that's not what this channel's about.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, if you do search for that on the internet, you can find the stuff. I got my 10,000 hours in pretty quickly because I sat back and just messed with the things and watched a few YouTube videos and and got us to a place where
A few.
yeah,
There's a guy.
100. And then
1,000.
yeah, exactly. But then started training Sterling at the producer's booth, and then it was all over. He
ran with
overshadowed
it.
me. Yeah, he's the perfect producer, and so that's why
He found his side hobby.
None of it's true. I remember nothing. It's not true. It's all muscle memory at this point.
So yeah, he took over that job because of that. Because he does such a great job at it, and I think the few that are here, if you wouldn't mind going ahead and hitting that like button,
Yeah.
we'd really like you to hit that like button. We'd like you to hit that. Go ahead and go into that live chat, and definitely if you can't afford a super chat, that's okay. But if you'd like to give us a super chat, we'd really appreciate it.
Subscribe if you haven't
Hit that
already.
subscribe button. Yes, absolutely. Hit that subscribe button.
This is how we can tell if Alan's in here, right?
Yeah.
Alan, go ahead. Alan. Tell him.
And remember to share this video because sharing is caring.
Oh. Oh, no.
Something wrong with the magic.
Never mind.
I think it's a pink button we
Don't
got over
share it.
there.
Don't share it. It's
There's
scary.
magic.
There we go.
There we go. So magical.
It was
So
terror-
magical.
It was terrifying.
Imagine rainbows. Don't remember what just happened. Forget about that. Just focus on the rainbows.
None of the rainbows. Just the
Just
the
sparkly
magical noise. Yeah.
That worked out well.
Yeah. You can't tell we're live for the first time with this particular show, right?
It's
And
fine.
Not at all. We're
It's entertaining.
not flying by the seat of our pants at all.
No, I don't have seats. Do you have
No one gave me a seatbelt.
your favorite?
Ooh. You know the reason for the season, Sterling.
What's
Yeah.
the reason for the season?
What's the
guys?
reason for the
season for the
season?
reason?
The
What's
birth,
the
the
reason
birth
for
of
the
our Lord
season?
and Savior Jesus Christ, right?
That
Oh.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I knew it was getting weird around here.
So,
Bethlehem.
Bethlehem.
without a Bible right here in front of us, let's see if we can
Do we have somebody coming on Christmas message this year?
No,
Usually your
no,
dad
this
does
is no. My dad is out. You guys need to pray for him. He's got a second knee replacement coming up the day after Christmas, actually.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be well into February before he's able to rejoin us here in the studio, I believe. He may heal quicker than that. I don't know. If you guys pray it down, at the very least,
Pray
we'll
it up.
yeah, pray it up. Whoop, whoop, raise the roof. At the very least, maybe he'll join us with via video chat from home and see if he can't hang out with us that way. But yeah, as far as the Christmas message this year, as well as to say, like, at least talk about the reason for the season while we wait for some more, hopefully some more questions roll in here.
Make as many comments as you want.
Yeah.
Coming.
Because we're here for you guys. We're literally here. Danny said that he's set up some prayers for my dad. So thank you, Danny. Danny Rector. Yeah. So the reason for the season, the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. Now, I mean, it was not an easy road, right? For young Mary and
It was a journey for sure.
yeah.
Learned a lot about that journey this past Wednesday, actually. My brother, who was just on, had a small conversation with us.
He's asleep now.
He is head of the kids
Ministry.
there at the church in Rushville. And instead of having that ministry that day, we did a Bible trivia for the Christmas story of Mary and Joseph and Jesus. And he did a whole bunch of questions for us, and we all gathered around to try to answer them. And after each answer, he'd reply with the answer he found from the Bible. So we'd figured out who got the answers right and who got them wrong and all that sort of stuff. So it was a little fun,
Shamed.
basically. But there was a lot that I thought I knew, but wasn't to the stipulations of who it's talking about. Not all of the same events happen to each of the people involved with the story. So, with like the 3 wise men and the
3 kings.
3 kings and the shepherds,
Mhm.
I thought they were all presented with the angels in the heavenly host, but it was only one set of those. So there was differences that I had been forgot, I guess, taught back in my youth, and then I got an update because I had never heard that story represented to me since I've been back. So hearing that from my own brother and having him kind of explain it all in just a trivia fun game, it was actually very like informative for me, because I was like, I'm at a loss for some of these tidbits and points that like the reasons why King Herod sent out the decree, the reason why they even had to go back to Bethlehem and Nazareth in the first place, and the
Census.
And there was like also like a tax as far as around the same, roughly
This
around the
is
same
a
time,
Cameron Mad Libs. Yeah.
basically. But there was a lot of points that I thought I had known that were just retold in a different light, basically. So I was able to experience all that again
From another
and
perspective?
from someone else's perspective who understood the material a little better than I did. So
We're both good at Mad Libs. Yeah. Give me some knuckles there.
Boom.
Yeah. Now you talk about King Herod, like that guy, man. He wanted to stop the Messiah before he ever even got to walking. He said,
He thought.
yeah. He said to kill all the boys underneath the age of what, 2?
2.
Yeah. And so that, they went out and they tried, but they didn't look behind the inn. So that's where
no, they didn't.
Really, yeah, because they're like, there's these people with the animals, but they wouldn't think who would think to look for a baby in a manger? I mean, that's a pig's trough, right? Basically, is what that is.
Yeah.
So I mean, who would think to look for a baby there? I wouldn't think to look for a baby there. I mean, if it weren't for the nativity scene that we've all grown up with, as I think maybe I don't know if you can really see it in the corner
It's
there
glowing.
next to Sterling. It's kind of
I mean, look at my hand. It's
blocked
glowing
out.
as well.
But we do have the star.
It's Bethlehem here.
The star that the 3 kings would have seen, and the Star of Bethlehem. Yeah, but yeah, it's just a wonderment to me to see how everything fell into place, just the way it was supposed to. I mean, the angel coming to Mary and saying, "Fear not." I mean, because I don't know if y'all have ever been greeted by an angel, but I'm going to say it was probably really scary. If you just read a biblical description of an angel anywhere on the internet, it will, that just reading their description will scare you. Yeah, they're very, very. It's a scary thought. So for them to say "fear not," it's probably pretty accurate. I won't go.
I mean, I would say due to technology, and we have like AI and all these like art things nowadays where like people have created fantastical designs of creatures and images for such angels and such like that. So like we as a community and as a people know that more imagination is out there and more things can be created or seen in visual representations. I don't think they had such media use of images like that. So I think that
even scarier, right? Because there's no point of reference.
There's no expectation. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this thing that just shows up in the sky, maybe, or I don't know how.
And then,
I don't know. Does it really describe how the angel appears? Description? I don't think it does.
As far as what my brother told us, it like kind of came down, and then behind them, this is for the shepherds specifically. The first angel came down to them, and then behind it, after it said "fear not" and all that other stuff, a heavenly host, whether it was heaven opened up specifically or just they came in behind it, greeted with the angel and shown the shepherds even more. So like it was up or in the sky or whatnot, but they did come down in relative form to greet the shepherds on the earth.
So I feel like I don't feel like all angels are scary. Like they look a certain way, because I mean you've got certain ones that are described specifically, but you also got to think that there's certain instances. I mean you can go to like Sodom and Gomorrah. They were attractive enough that the people there are crazy enough to want to do bad things. So I mean they weren't scary looking. If you know what I'm saying, those weren't.
Yeah.
So I think maybe it's just perspective as well. Like some are definitely. I mean, it's like things here on Earth. You know, we don't all look the same, but you know they have specific jobs up there too. So they may have the way they look specific to their job. You know, tall, short, huge, big. You know, whatever.
Rings, eyes.
Faces. You know, things. People. Ones that watch. Ones that send messages. Ones that fight. You know, I mean, who knows? But yeah, I don't think they're all scary.
Musicians.
But maybe that one.
I mean, scary enough for them to want to say fear not, right? For at least for.
I think the thought behind that is I mean, angels are in God's presence. So when you are confronted with God's presence, that is scary.
Yeah.
You know, he's shining constantly up there. I mean, you got Moses that was in the presence of God and he came down the shining. I mean, it'd be scary to be in the presence of pureness. I guess that would be the right way and purity. Because you are sinful. So I mean, that would be. You're confronted immediately with that, like, ugh.
Well, I know there's scripture that says you can't even look upon the face of God because it would basically like, do you use words from Jack Black? It would melt your face, right?
I was gonna say
my eyes.
Presence of God. I think it was back though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it just
couldn't look at his face. Yeah,
yeah, just so holy. Yeah.
Either way, it would be a lot to take in.
Yeah, but I can imagine. I mean, Mary, I think she was 14, 15. That's about the age that she was.
Even more scary.
Yeah, so you know she's having to hear that she's going to have immaculate conception. So now she's going to be pregnant from the heavens, you know. God's going to manifest himself into a human body in her body. Like that's wild. Like how do you even process that?
Yeah, I mean that would it goes into then how does that look being here? How does it look being here? If this is your husband, but you guys haven't even. Yeah, that would be hard.
I think that was kind of the point
Joseph
for
too.
it, though, because it's like the community's expectation, seeing that, still no one did anything. No one tried to like, hey, you're being shunned from our community. You're being, ejected from our community. You can't, stay with us anymore or anything like that. Nothing, as far as I know, in the Bible did. No one confronted them or said anything against them.
I'm gonna have to look it up again, but I think Joseph did something, if I can remember correctly. He did or said something to try to take that off of her so that she wouldn't look that way. So I'm pretty sure that's. Yeah, I mean, comment if you know. Go ahead and comment. I'm pretty sure that's what.
Yeah, we just exactly have our BIBLEs right here in front of us, so
we're just
definitely don't want
talking to you to see how much you can tell us, and we can answer.
Tell us we're wrong, please.
I mean, we're here to have have fun, celebrate, but we're talking about the reason for the season right now. And to if your questions come in, we're going to definitely answer those. Those have become priority for us at the time. But we definitely would like to at least go through the motions of the birth here. So we've got the angel
topic. So it's an interesting. I mean, you got to think about it all over, because even at that time, if she was found out, let's just say they didn't believe whatever, I'm pretty sure they would have killed her.
Yeah,
because that was the punishment in the time.
Well, I'm not quite sure what the reason was for travel. Maybe that's why they traveled, because of the town that they were in would have been so much more. Probably would have stoned her to death.
Yeah, I think
that's why they had to travel. Mm-hmm. They get to the inn, and then they're like, "There's no room here in the inn," and you're like, "Well, okay, what do we do?" There's a barn. Yeah. As you come around the back, there's this little,
You're a moo.
Lean to. We'll call it a lean to.
TP. There's a small TV.
all the depictions that we've seen anyway. It's kind of like a lean-to. It's a little place where all the animals were at.
Camping out.
Yeah, I mean, we call it a barn nowadays, but I'm not for sure what they would have called it back then. It's definitely
Stable.
attached. Stable. It's attached to the inn. But yeah, they gather there, and the star leads the rest of the band of folks to. I mean, they spent so it wasn't just one night. There was many years that some of these guys traveled. The kings of Orientar, like they traveled many years. I think it was like 2 years to get to Jesus.
By the time they got to
they weren't there
older,
at his birth.
Yeah.
They weren't like because the nativity scene always shows him as like, freshly born baby, wrapped in swaddling clothes, and then everybody's there, and it's like, this party didn't happen quite like that. Like they got there at different times.
It's the
I was gonna
celebration
say, I
of the
think-
birth is the representation.
Yeah.
They only stayed in Bethlehem 8 days.
I mean,
As far as
he was
trivia.
he was a toddler, probably saying his first few words by the time the Kings got there. So
I don't know about that.
Either way, yeah.
and a lot of people don't know that the folks got there all at different times and traveled for years to get to Jesus, but they actually stayed relatively close to his birthplace because that's where the star led people. For those first couple years. It took a while to get there, to follow that star. So yeah, I mean, of course we use it's just like when you're putting something into a movie, right? Like you got this really long story to tell, but you only have 2 hours to tell the story in. You have to
Break it up.
kind of, yeah. I was like, oh well, for movies,
Get the key points.
make it make sense.
Unless you're Lord of the Rings,
We have to
then
kind of
you're just gonna be
squish it
watching
together.
people walk.
So you lose characters, you lose certain storylines, you lose subplots, but you have to have the main story. That's like Sterling had said, we have to be able to show a representation of the birth of our Lord, and then the folks that would later come, but do it in a way where we can make it make sense in one place, so that we're not going, oh well, then and 2 years later, because I guess you could do a nativity like that and do like a make some little credits.
Him
that
running
you
around.
run around with like a card, like when you're at the boxing match and they have the little card that goes in the boxing ring. Say 2 years later, the Kings show up. They've got their frankincense and myrrh, whatnot.
Gifts.
Yeah. And there was even reasons for the specific gifts too. I think frankincense is this type of perfume, right? It's a perfume.
Frankincense? I mean, yeah.
As far as I remember.
And then myrrh is like a
Different like spices and things.
yeah. So I know they brought things that were healing, that were good for your health.
Yeah.
as well.
Inexpensive, yeah.
and very expensive. So brought in things like they would bring to someone who's royalty.
A king.
Yeah,
True king.
yeah, and
King of kings, in fact.
you didn't just see that just anywhere. Like this really. This was something that would have been out of place if people were looking for it. They would have not. They would have said, "Whoa, what's going on over here? They're getting all these great gifts over there."
Yeah, I'm gonna butcher it, but speaking of like high valued ointment / perfume, whatever. I mean, it's mentioned later, and the lady who actually even does it gets hounded for it. It's like that bottle that you just used. I think it was on Jesus's feet.
Yep.
If I remember correctly,
I believe so.
it was worth like a year's or a month or years or something, a massive amount of money. But it just goes to show the I don't want to say
Dedication.
worth, but
Respect?
importance, respect that was shown. That like this is all I have. I mean, it's shown so many times in the Bible. You give 1 penny. The lady, the not wealthy lady who gives what all she has, basically.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what
the
you
wealthy
have.
man
Just give
in
what you
front
got
of
to
her
God. Yeah.
gives one penny, and okay,
It's not a
that
penny.
was all he wanted to give, but the lady who only had that 1 penny still gave
Everything she had. Yeah.
everything she had.
Anyway.
No, that was
He's worth
and that
it.
was
He's worth
respected. Yeah, worth it.
Mhm.
Worth every Penny. Well, and I think
It
they
wasn't
would-
out of reluctance. It wasn't like,
Whatever
oh,
the-
sure, I'm passing the plate. I
Joyful.
guess I gotta put something in. It was, this is my life. I want to put it into the
every
plate.
bit of finances I have.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, and that's why
comes from circumstance and
tax collectors were seen so negatively back then. Tax collectors and harlots were seen as the same. I mean, no wonder we wanted to fight a revolutionary war in this
I'm not gonna finish the
country, right?
Alan, I'm glad you weren't here because that would have been bad.
get in the studio.
No wonder we wanted to fight a revolutionary war over taxes because
Yep.
that's awful. Tax collectors are awful.
Stop. Be good.
Well, I mean,
You're
yeah,
gonna say it, aren't you?
No.
Gonna say it. It's spreading like the plague.
horrible folks.
Hey, Jesus even went to both of them. Literally went to both of those people who were considered the worst. So,
And more.
sure. I mean,
Talk to a thief on the cross.
talk to Satan.
Well, there's also that. Satan even approached him, been like, hey, you know what? You've had a conversation with me. I want a conversation with you.
Yeah.
So if Satan could approach God,
God knows he
we
tried.
should be able to as well.
Anybody can approach Satan.
Yeah.
It's like God knows he tried.
He did. God does know. Yeah. Wow.
Shot his shot.
This is going well. He did. He shot his shot. Yeah, ended up in a void.
I have a feeling that this is not catching the wind that we thought it might. I think it's because
That's okay.
it's a Friday night. If it's just a couple of you out there, I haven't seen the engagement. We're not getting questions. What this was here for was for you guys. This is for you. I mean, we're chatting it up or whatever. We're just talking about just pretty much whatever. I mean, besides obviously the reason for the season,
Yeah.
but we're here for you guys. So I mean, if you really, I mean, we know that you got some burning questions about like behind the scenes, what we do here. I mean, how the other shows at Revolver look. I mean,
Interests, ideas, what you want to see next.
yeah. If you like to see a show on a specific topic in the Bible or a specific part of your life, I mean, or something you're going through, if you just want to chat about that, like we can chat about that too. So if you don't mind this forum here to do that with, if something you're going through, we're here. We'll talk with you, and
We are a safe place.
yeah.
Something to review. I mean, what else we got? What can they send to Crystal? Just give it all to Crystal. Here you go, Crystal. You can figure this out.
HR department.
HR department. Yeah.
Well, if it's HR department, it goes to you.
that's
so
true. I'm
Yeah.
busy. Still got so many.
Yeah, but
files.
we really want to hear from you. That's why we did this. That's why this is going. We really want to hear from you. We're hoping that somebody out there will open up with us here. We're going to give it probably another 10 minutes or so,
Sure,
I
we'll give
guess.
that 10 minutes.
And see where it goes. And if nobody else wants to hop on with us here, we'll just call it done, and we'll thank you for joining us. But if like I said, if you're out there, or if you can just share this with somebody so they can hop on, and let's just get this party going, man. It's like I said, it's Friday night. We got the Christmas gear on. We're here to hang out with you guys. This is what this is all about. Yeah.
Comment your favorite Christmas story, favorite Christmas carol, favorite Christmas memory, anything.
The Christmas movie, yeah.
Just comment something so we can interact, and then we can
That'd be fun.
hash it out. Like, no, because we did. A couple years back. Like, what's the most popular, famous? What was it popular?
What?
Christmas movie?
Oh yeah, we did
What
the
did we
top
vote?
5.
Yeah. Let us know your top 5.
Yeah, we did top 5 Christmas movies. The first,
Let us rate them.
You're wrong. It's no good.
yeah, we can debate best Christmas movies.
Well,
We
you
can definitely
can,
debate that with you. But we did
on
top 5 Christmas movies that first year. Was that the first year?
I think I thought.
Or did we do
thought
the songs?
tried to do it.
The songs the next year, wasn't it?
that
So
was the
the
second
first year we did top 5 Christmas movies, and the next year we did top 5 Christmas songs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my top Christmas movie got an honorable mention, but we went from top 5 to like just like top 6. We added the 6th one
Yeah, we
because,
had to.
but it was an unfair vote. I feel like I think the election was stolen. I should have stormed the Capitol, I guess. Here,
Probably.
brought a few
It was
feds
hard
with.
when you're going against your dad.
Bring a few feds with me, I guess. That's just what they did.
That'll be fine.
That's a whole other story. But the Die Hard was definitely my Christmas movie. My wife wants to argue this till the day that we die, that she says that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, and I said Die Hard is a Christmas movie. The entire movie is Christmas. He's at a Christmas party. He shows up specifically for a Christmas party. It's a Christmas movie. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's even over here in the studio now arguing it. That's not.
She heard you.
How dare you? Die Hard is totally a Christmas
She
movie.
knew her moment to step down
She
here just to make sure.
Immediately exited. She said her piece and ran.
I heard movies were going to be talked about. Gonna bring it up. I got to get down there.
Well, what's your favorite Christmas movie, Cam? On top of your Christmas movie list?
You think about that for 1 second. Are we going to mention musical stuff? Remember we were talking about if people want to send in music that they're singing or recording and stuff, so we're making like a thing, right?
Yeah. Well, so actually on the back end, I think I'll go ahead and edit and clip this right here. So, hey, you guys, if you like Revolver Broadcasting, you like Faith, Family, and Politics, we actually have something for you, the viewers out there. I don't have a graphic for it, but. Yeah, we actually have something for you, the viewers out there. We want you guys to get involved with our singing spectacular. So if you like to sing Christmas songs, send in your videos to faithfamilyandpolitics@gmail.com. I know that's not our website email, but if you would send it to faithfamilyandpolitics@gmail.com. We're going to view all the videos that are sent to us and submitted to us, and we're going to select some and throw them into our singing spectacular. You guys may very well be featured on the singing spectacular. Make sure that you attach your name and the song that you're doing. It can be just a Christmas song. It doesn't have to be necessarily the one you're singing at church. I have a couple songs that I'd like to do. For the spectacular myself, I may only just do the one, and then an actual Christmas Christian song with the guys here or whatever. But yeah, just send in your videos to faithfamilyandpolitics@gmail.com, and we'll like I said, you may very well be featured on the singing spectacular coming here very soon next week. Yeah, and we'd love to see what you guys have out there, and even if you don't get your video doesn't get used this year, we may very well just put it in a hopper and use it for Christmas next year. So send in those submissions and tell your friends and family too, because if they're out there and they like to sing and they like to sing for for the Lord, or sing Christmas carols, or sing or just sing Christmas music, send your submissions and hopefully. You'll be featured.
Yeah, we might even be able to do whatever ones we don't use, or even if we do use them, we might be able to do like a review of them or something like that. Just put them all like, thank you for submitting, so you get the credit that's due to you. It'd be kind of cool.
Do like a montage,
Yeah.
react sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. We can do like a reaction to your version of whatever Christmas song you do. That'd be a lot of fun.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm down for it. Maybe we can get like Marine Rapper and get them to sing a Christmas song and send it over to us.
Yeah, Marine Rapper, if you're out there, TMR, we like to hear from you and see a Christmas song from you.
Other guy? I know I missed that.
We got a lot of friends out here on the YouTubes.
We really do, and we'll be reaching out.
But yeah, we're huge fans of the Marine Rapper. He's
So big.
he's real news, just like us over here. He turns the cameras around. Yeah, real good friend, and we really like that guy. Well, we're big fans of Los Alexander.
That's it.
Yeah, so we'd like to.
I'm so sorry I forgot your name.
That'd be cool to get a good Christmas song from him as well.
It'd be cool if they could collab one.
Oh man, that'd be
Nice.
insane to have those guys together, and do a Christmas song. Oh man, a Christmas
I
rap.
bet they'd smash it.
Oh yeah,
They're both exceptionally talented.
and if they let us,
And then
they
throw
can-
Alan in there, just like dancing across the screen. Oh, this is gonna work.
then
Listen,
he
make
would
it
finally be in the studio, right? Just AI Alan in the studio.
happen.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to get some aloe after that. Anyway, please
Gallon
submit
drum of
your music. We'd love to hear from you and listen to you and be able to celebrate the festivities and the event and the reason for the season as well. It'll be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. So don't disappoint me.
Yeah, the Singing Spectacular went really well last year, but it was a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work because we had
It's a lot of work.
we recorded
did?
everything you
Live?
guys, huh?
Did we do it live?
No, we didn't. We didn't do it
Okay.
live. No, thank goodness. But it was because we had to do quite a few retakes and make sure that everybody was in their places because it was kind of disorganized because we didn't have but one practice before each song pretty much, and then we just kind of went for it. But it turned out to be a pretty great episode. People really enjoyed it. We hope that you get to enjoy the Singing Spectacular even more this year. But we'd like to feature some of you out there on the Singing Spectacular with us. We want to be able to let you see you on this channel and not just us. And we want to hear what you guys what you guys like. I mean, you may sing the best version of Jingle Bells that we've ever heard. You know. A totally dope version of Frosty the
Cam's
Snowman.
pretty good. Cam's the
I was gonna-
number
I
one
was gonna
Jingle
push it
Bell
that
singer.
way.
over here.
Good voices over
Everett,
here.
Everett Jingle Bells.
Mr. Liberty, they won't tell you that he sings Jingle Bells, but he does. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that where we're at, unless I don't see anybody else hopping on here anytime soon. It is, like I said, it's a Friday night. Y'all are hanging out with your
They're
families.
partying, Josh. You know
they're
they
kicking it.
are. They're smashing those chocolate chip cookies.
But if you happen to leave your comments here afterwards, we're going to leave this video up for you guys. So you can see how awkward we are when we're not recorded, and
Still good content.
make sure that you leave stuff in the comments for us. We really love to hear from you, and like I said, make sure that you're submitting your videos of you singing a Christmas song to faithfamilyandpolitics@gmail.com, and we hope to feature you on the Singing Spectacular next week.
Absolutely.
I've been, I had, maybe I can talk about one adventure today.
One adventure.
Before we go, because we've got
One last thing.
got one person listening, so we're
We've
gonna.
only got one more. It's
Yeah.
probably Cam.
So one
Probably
adventure.
a bot.
I went shopping today, and it totally exhausted me.
Mine's off.
nice.
Yeah, Christmas shopping. I don't do Christmas shopping really. I like to do it online where it's just like clicking and I'm done. So
your
but Laura was like, "Follow me into Kohl's," and I was just like, "Okay." I made it about a quarter of the way through the store, and I was like, I my knees are swollen and my body hurts.
No.
I was like, "No, I'm done." I was just frustrated. I was like, "No, I want to go. I want to go."
So
Yeah,
maybe
shopping,
the Creation
yeah.
Museum.
Yeah, go to the Creation Museum for sure. No, but joining us here, we had on this live Q&A with you guys, we had the youngish Mr. Cameron Reed. There we go. Thank you for joining us, Cam.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you for the two people out there that joined us, whether at the beginning or the middle or the end there.
Thanks for the comments. Kyle, we'll call you out. And Danny, thank you so much for dropping in and saying, hey.
Yeah, and Merry Christmas to you guys. Next to me, of course, you know him, you love him. He's the perfect producer, Sterling
Nobody liked
Metcalf
me, but
Allen. Look at that. Your name did not hit you in the head this time.
It didn't, and I can't point at it either. There it is.
It's flipped. Right?
flipped.
The image
It's
is
green.
flipped.
It's hulking out.
Always flipped.
And of course, we had Journey. We don't have a name card for her, but our lower third. But Journey's
Our
been
little princess.
hanging out with us and in her little Mrs. Claus dress. And
Yeah.
I've been your host, Joshua Cummins, saying submit your songs to feastfamilypolitics@gmail.com. We want to hear it. You could be featured on the Singing Spectacular.
It'd be good.
And
It'd be a nice event.
yeah, it'd be a great event. And in any event, we'll see you guys in the new year. That'll be our last show of the year. So we'll see you in the new year. Bye.